Hi guys, Ian from the Football Boots team, and today we're talking about a brand new release from Nike Football. They are bringing us the Nike Tiempo Legend 8. Now it is the successor to the 7. I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of the Tiempo and how we've got to this point before I reveal the boots. But before I even do that, I want you guys to smash the like button, because if this video gets 5,000 likes, then we will be giving away a pair of Nike Tiempo Legends on the channel, but it is only for subscribers. So please make sure you're subscribed, make sure you've got those notifications turned on, hit that bell icon, make sure you change the setting to all, and let me know in the comments below that you've done it. We really appreciate your guys' support on the channel. Now, moving on to this, you may have seen these boots already worn by Virgil Van Dijk. He was wearing them in training before the Champions League final. It was those Dazzle Camo black and white boots that he had on. Other Nike players have been seen in them as well. Joe Gomez at Liverpool training. You've also got PK, who's been seen wearing them. So the last release we had from Nike was the Nike Tiempo Legend 7. It was the first Nike Tiempo Legend that had Flyknit, but Nike Tiempos go way back. In today's release, I am going to show you two brand new colorways. I can give you a clue that one of them is white, the other one is black. There's also a third color that's been tied in as well, which I think will mean that we're going to see that color as another release soon from Nike. And I've even created a whole bunch of kind of concept Tiempo Legends that we might see. So you guys can vote in the poll card and tell me which one your favorite is. I can tell you now, I made red ones, gold ones, purple ones, all sorts. So stay tuned to see those as well. Let's get into the Nike Tiempo Legend. So when Nike released their Tiempo Legend 7, they brought them out in a blackout colorway. After that, we then had the Lock-In Let Loose, which was the orange and black combined boot with the orange on the heel. They were worn by the likes of PK, Ramos, but also Ronaldinho is a massive name for Nike, and they had those R10 Legend remakes, and we're going to talk more about Ronaldinho soon, because he was in one of the biggest videos ever for Nike, and it was to do with the Tiempos. Moving back to the Legend 6, they brought those out in that pure platinum was the launch one in those. And again, PK and Ramos are the big name players for Nike around that. In that Legend 6 as well, you also had a Totti Gold Special Edition. You can see that right here. It's a gold special edition, and that was for his career at Roma, and this is kind of wrapped it up. Totti loves the tongue on the Tiempo, but the tongue is an original Tiempo thing that we'll talk about a little bit more in a second. Going back to the Tiempo Legend 5s, they came out in 2015, and Totti also got his own pair of these as well. Really super soft leather on these. It's Allegria leather, really premium, but he's gone with this chrome tongue on it. Really nice look, and the chrome swoosh, one of the nicest Tiempo Legend 5s that we saw. If you're going back to those Tiempo Legend 5s, there's a massively popular boot. A lot more players were wearing leather boots at the time. The Tiempo was a much bigger boot. You got the likes of Chicharito being a big headline player, Francisco Totti, Carlos Tevez, PK, Ramos, a whole bunch of players wearing those boots, and it was a real big launch for Nike. That Tiempo Legend 5 in the Sandstorm colorway was the original launch of the Tiempo Legend 5. All right, I'm not going to go through the whole history of the Tiempo, but I am going to go back and tell you some really big key dates. So let's look at 2012, the Clash Edition, the Euro Legend 4. So that was the white and black Tiempos, and that was that RGB colorway, the split pack for the Euro 2012 in Poland and Ukraine. Really nice pack that. Back to 2010, you've got the World Cup Elite Edition. So those are the ones with the carbon fiber sole plate on for South Africa at the World Cup. It was a purple and orange combination. They were massively popular. Everybody seems to love the Elite carbon fiber sole plates on those Nike packs. Big name boot then. Now go back to 2008, and you're looking at the Air Legend 2. And that was for the European Championship. Okay, that was in the brown and blue. Another really big release, but as you go further back, you got less pictures, less video to look at stuff. 2006, you got the Air Legend, so that was like when Pirlo was wearing them. And 2006 was also when Ronaldinho did this on YouTube, smashed 1 million views, the first video ever to get 1 million views on YouTube. He hit the crossbar 4 times in a row without any cuts. The question is it real or is it fake? Did he do it? Did he not? Who's to say? But then, this is the thing to appreciate with the Tiempo Legends. The naming convention is actually, there's been way more Tiempo Legends. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different ones. But we're now talking about the Tiempo Legend 8, and that's because it was the Nike Tiempo Premier when it came out, the first Nike Tiempo. That's where that name Premier comes from. And that was seen in 1992, went massive in 1994 for the World Cup. A whole bunch of players wore that in the final when Brazil won. You see the picture of a whole bunch of Brazilians wearing that, and that was Nike's first kind of campaign launch, getting into soccer or football, as they would say. Then you got a couple more premieres, then you hit the Nike Tiempo Legends, then you go to the Air Legends, and then you go back to the Tiempo Legends again. So it moves around naming conventions and stuff, and we'll see what happens. Just because the Air unit was in the back of those boots, it's not in there anymore. So yeah, to the Air Legends Premier, I think I've wrapped up the whole thing now. So the whole gist with these new boots that Nike bring out, oh, here's another old Tiempo you can see, sorry, another one there. So this whole gist with the Nike boots that they're bringing out now is they're trying to take these modern and like the heritage of those boots, but bring it up to date with modern materials and really bring it to the fore. And they're trying to make them more softer, more comfortable, and all those kind of things. Obviously with the Tiempo Legend 7, that was the first time that we saw Flyknit used in those, and it has been used again in the Legend 8s. All right, so before we completely reveal the brand new Tiempos, let's talk about a bit of that technology that's gone into these. So there is no stitching at all on the leather in this boot. It's a completely clean leather surface, and they've gone for this quilted leather, and it's all about having this extra softness, upgrading the softness on the boot, upgrading the comfort, so there's no stitching, no interruptions at all. And the way they've done that is they've layered it on a mesh bootie. It's very similar to the Phantom Vision, that they use that mesh bootie in that. So the way that it's been put on top of that is the mesh bootie will move certain amounts to accommodate your foot, but then it gets to a certain point and it just locks and it won't stretch anymore, and that stops that overstretching that you can find with leather and leather boots. Now the Flyknit is still on these boots, it is still in there, the same as they did on the Legend 7s, but they've gone with this Flyknit tunnel that wraps around your midfoot and then it goes to the heel. It's almost a bit like a Vapor, I suppose, the way that you see the Flyknit used on this boot now. But the one really nice thing is there's this massive layer of leather that goes all the way back on one side. Then you can see stamped on the side, you can see Flyknit, you can see ACC, and you can see Quad Fit, and that's all about that bootie. There is no ghost laces on these. These have got laces. These are competing, of course, against the Copper 19 Plus, so those don't have laces. Also competing against the Mizuno Rebulas, the brand new Rebulas that just came out, the Rebula 3s. They've got laces. You can also get the 19.1s in the Coppers with laces. Other technology that these have got, it's got the Hyper Stability sole plate. So this is the same as they've used on the Tiempo Legend 7. It's supposed to have that extra little bit of snapback at the front here and just help to propel you forward. And actually it's a really nice sole plate for using on grass pitches. It's very nice, really suits. And then it has the bladey bits at the back there. And then it has these kind of conical studs at the front. It's a really nice mix. The Hyper Stability sole plate is a very nice sole plate, and they haven't changed that. There was no need to change it, so that was a good thing. And then of course it has ACC on the top again, but all Nike boots have that. But it does actually make a bit more of a distance on the leather boots, because the leather is one that is going to absorb water and moisture more than you'll find on the synthetic boots. So it's actually more important to have it on the ACC on the leather boots instead. All right, so let's talk about what these boots are going to look like. You've got two packs here. You've got the Nouveau pack, it's like a white, and you've also got Under the Radar, which is like a black with a bit of blue. So I'm going to show you those now, but I'm also going to show you my concepts for other colors from the Tiempos, and I want you to vote in the poll card and tell me which your favorite is of those. I'll do that after I show you these boots. So let's have a good look at them now. Now, as you can see, this is the white one. It has this really clean white upper. It looks beautiful. And then it has this kind of iridescent, silvery, sparkly swoosh on the side. The Tiempo at the back is also in that. And then you've got transparent stud tips, which is quite a nice touch. These boots are obviously going to get ruined if you use them on green pitches, grass pitches. They're going to go a bit green, a bit yellow, but they do look absolutely beautiful, and they are going to stand out really clean. And if you use them on 3G, they're going to go a bit black. But if you've got the effort to clean them up, they are going to be an absolute pristine pair of boots to wear, and they look fantastic. Now, players we're going to see wearing these: Virgil Van Dijk and also Julie Ertz of the US women's national team. Two big name players for Nikes with this release. A whole bunch of other players are going to follow suit. You'll probably see Van Dijk wearing them in pre-season training in the middle of July. You might see Ertz wearing them at the Women's World Cup. The black version, so it's a black upper. It has a little bit of blue sparkled into that Flyknit. So when you move the Flyknit, you can see a little blue. I think there is a blue sock liner in there. It has a blue Nike swoosh on it and the blue Tiempo as well. Then the stud tips are in that blue as well. And I think these are a really classy release. Now, because Nike have used that blue, quite often you see them use that signature color in other releases. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see a blue boot coming from Nike in the Tiempo soon. And I think blue and white in these Tiempos would look really nice. But I have other colors for you to look at as well. So what do you think about these Tiempos in a red, or maybe a green? Or what about a Ronaldinho release, maybe bringing back the gold again? Could see those in gold. Also, you could see them in purple, a few other colors. I've thrown them all up here, and now I've got a poll card, and I want you guys to have a vote and tell me which your favorite is. Is it the blue, Is it the green? Is it the gold? Is it the red? Or is it the pinky purple? Let me know in the poll card now. Let me know what you think. Guys, tell me in the comments below what you think about the Nike Tiempo Legend 8. What do you think about this release? We'll be telling you more about these boots for the rest of the week, so make sure you got notifications on, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment below if you want to enter our competition, and smash that like button. Guys, thanks very much for watching. Go enjoy your football.